Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Sheree Felice, and this week I'm joined by Peng Ding and Anne from Dive Walker or Freedive Taiwan. Listen in as we discuss a sport that relies more on the mind than it does on the muscle. So welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm here with Anne and Peng Ding of Dive Walker, a company that does free diving in Taiwan. Anne is the manager and an instructor at Freedive Taiwan, and Peng Ding is an instructor at Freedive Taiwan. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
Why don't you guys explain to me and to our audience, what is free diving?
I think it's a necessary skills for fishermen to spear fishing. I think the free diving is original from the necessary skill for making their living. Right now, it's developed to recreation and competition.
All right, so you say it's based on spearfishing, but when I think spearfishing, I think someone standing over the water and throwing a spear into the water. So explain to me, what is free diving exactly?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a form of underwater diving and relies on one breath.
Okay.
Yep.
So how deep can you dive to?
The world record now is 130 meters for men.
And how long is that breath? How long are they holding their breath for if they dive to 130 meters?
It's about 3 minutes.
Okay.
But the world record is called a static apnea. Is you can guess, hold your breath for how long?
7 minutes?
It's about 30 seconds.
And they're underwater at this time?
Not underwater, but in the surface.
Oh, on the surface.
On the surface.
So how long can either of you hold your breath while you free dive?
Me?
Yeah.
About 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
Wow, okay, that's quite a bit. And you, Anne?
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
And what's the deepest you guys have gone?
Deepest, about 40 meters.
Okay.
31.
31. Did you guys have any experience scuba diving before you started this?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And what made you make the transition from scuba diving to free diving?
Honestly, because it's a budget way to explore the ocean.
Okay.
I'm just because the equipment is too heavy.
In my experience, scuba diving, it's very difficult to maintain buoyancy underwater. So how do you guys do it without equipment?
The buoyancy depends how deep you're gonna dive. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if you want to dive about 40 meters, you have to set the neutral buoyancy about 20 meters depth. Because when you dive, before the 20 meters, you are positive buoyancy. But after 20 meters, you become negative buoyancy. So you don't have to kick down. You just have to equalize your year.
How long have you guys been doing this sport?
For me, that's about 2 years.
About 3 years.
Okay. So when you first started, how deep could you go and how long could you hold your breath?
About 7 meters. And I think I'm genius. kind
And
of.
how long could you hold your breath for?
The first time, about just 1 minute.
Okay.
Yep.
What got you interested in this sport?
At the first, I'm just because my friend wanted to learn this. I don't even know what freediving is. That time, I was in Orchid Island. There's a little island in the east of Taiwan. When I get into the water, I just know that I love it because the ocean is so beautiful.
Okay. And where do you guys usually go free diving in Taiwan?
The northeast coast is good for free diving.
And it's near Taipei.
Yeah, near Taipei, very, very convenient. There is a little island in the west of Pingdong. It's called Xiaoliuqiu. We also have a studio there. There's Kending. There's good for free diving too. And Green Island and Orchid Island.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you guys usually take a boat out to deeper waters and dive, or do you start at the shore?
Both.
Both. Okay. What is diving like around Taiwan?
It's really clean because of the lake tide passing through the east of Taiwan. So the water is so clean and so clear. I think Taiwan is world class for scuba.
So what kind of animals do you see when you
For
free dive?
example, in Xiaoliuqiu, there's so many sea turtles.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
so many.
big sea turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, big sea turtle. Big
Okay.
sea turtle.
What other animals can you see?
I have seen shark and...
What type of sharks?
It's a little shark.
Yeah.
And manta, sea turtles.
So many seaters.
Yeah.
When I dive in Oki Island, which is a indigenous island, there's so many sea snakes. One time I dived there in the night, and it's their mating time. So there's hundreds, even thousands sea snakes beside the seashore.
Wow. That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Where is your most favorite place that you've dove around Taiwan? And where is your most favorite place in the world that you've dove?
Both is in Taiwan.
Okay, where?
Xiaoliuqiu and Oki Island.
Okay, and why are they your favorite?
Because Xiaoliuqiu is a very convenient for the transportation, and there's so many sea turtles.
Yeah, the ocean is so clean and
It's not so many tourists.
Is Taiwan, Xiaoliuqiu, and Orchid Island, is the visibility comparable to the Maldives and
Yes, of course.
Taiwan and
Definitely.
Philippines? Really?
Yes.
I did not know this. Okay.
It's more clean than Philippines and Thailand.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you
the
can see
visible
farther.
is about 30 meters.
More.
More.
Really?
Yep.
Is the water as warm?
It depends.
on- of course, it's cold in winter, but the temperature is really good in summer.
So you said that one of the reasons why you started freediving was because of budget,
Yeah.
right? So let me ask you a question. If you had all the money in the world, would you still choose freediving over scuba diving?
Yes.
Of course.
And tell me why that is.
Scuba diving, you have to maintain your equipment, and you have to hire a instructor.
Okay. But don't you also have to hire an instructor for freediving as well?
No, we only have one partner. Then you can explore the ocean.
I would say that scuba diving and freediving is totally different. Someone said that scuba diving is looking around, but freediving is looking inside, because freediving is kind of conversation with yourself.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to start freediving?
I think free diving is a dangerous sport because if you dive alone, it's easy to black out or faint. Because when you dive in free diving, you have to hold your breath, only one breath. So when you're running out of the oxygen, you may go straight to faint. And actually, I have blacked out for 3 times. And I
Okay.
can say that it feels good.
Okay.
So it's really dangerous if you have no partner. I don't recommend you try this at home or yourself. You
Tell-
have to find some
Body.
course.
To teach you how to do it.
Yes, yes.
What are some safety precautions that people should remember before they freedive?
Yeah.
Never dive alone.
Never dive alone.
Okay, that's one. Is there any more?
Yeah.
You
Don't
have-
push yourself. And that's why we say that you can look inside. You know what's the boundary. If you
Okay,
want to
you-
dive in the ocean, you have to know that place. Before you dive, you don't want to drink some caffeine milk.
No milk.
No milk. Because caffeine make your heartbeat quicker.
Okay.
So I think it's a little dangerous because the oxygen is running out faster.
How popular is this sport in Taiwan?
Our training agency is called SSI.
School International.
Scuba School International.
Okay.
And it's also famous in scuba diving. The free diving person in 2016, there is about 65. But in 2017, there is 400.
Okay,
Yeah,
so quite
and
big.
in 2018, there is 800. So
It's making massive jumps.
yeah, it's
okay.
very, very
growing exponentially.
Yeah, for these years.
Wow.
It's only for our training agency, and there's other like IDA, like CMAS, like PADI.
So I know for scuba diving, if you want to scuba dive without an instructor, you need a license to
Yeah.
scuba dive. Do you also need one to free dive?
Yes, I think so.
Of course, you can do freediving without license because we cannot stop you from you jumping into water. But for the safety, for your ability, you have a limit. If you want to break your limits, in the end, you need a train.
Okay.
But not for the license, for the train.
So people who want to free dive, they should not only get lessons, they should also get certified and try to have an
Yeah.
instructor with them
Get
Yeah.
a
all the
course.
time. Okay. Does your company offer courses for free diving?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so if someone wants to contact you guys, how would they contact you?
You can search our Facebook,
What would they search?
Free Dive Taiwan.
Okay.
Yep, and we have official website, you can just find Dive Walker, www.divewalker.com.
Okay. And do you guys usually go out to Orchid Island or out in the water every week?
Every week.
We have the static studio in Xiaoliuqiu and in Taipei, in Songshan Sport Center.
Okay. How long do people usually train in those areas before going out into the ocean?
About 1 day to 1 week. It depends on you,
How good you are.
how good you are. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
That's it for this week's episode of Taiwan Talk. I'd like to thank Anne and Pengding again for joining me. If freediving sounds like something you're interested in, check out their website or Facebook page for more information. And don't forget to tune in next week for an all-new episode of Taiwan Talk. As always, remember to take care of yourselves. I'm Sheree Felice.